It's happening, Angel.
Morning. I'm doing a team member's job right now, letting everybody in.
Oh, somebody's not in today.
Yeah, she is. I think she's caught up in traffic. That would be my friend Lily.
That means she's not in.
She's on her way. She's on her way. She's on her way. All right, let me see. So far, I gotta keep my eye on this because I keep letting people in. Give me a second. While I eat my coffee, drink my coffee, and eat my breakfast. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Morning, morning,
morning.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Now it's gonna be a full class today. Okay. I got my VAs on here today. So my VAs, we're gonna role play for you guys so you guys can hear, and my VAs to let you know they're from the Philippines. So accents don't matter if you're, right now pretty much we're a country with lots of different ethnicity groups. So everybody has different accents. Then we have people within the country that have, Chicago accents, New York accents. So we got all kinds of accents in this country. So it doesn't matter who calls for you as we're making those calls. Lily, are you in yet, or I not haven't seen you? Okay, I'm gonna stop there for a second. Turn on my other computer. How are you, Jen?
Hey, Angel. Hey, everybody. Doing well. Blessed this morning.
This over this side here. Hmm. Lily, are you there? Remember she texted me. Hope she's okay. Hold on.
Morning.
Oh, there you are. So I can stop watching the screen. You'll take care of it.
Good now.
All right.
Let's get
Let's get
started.
started. Good morning, everybody. And sometimes I'm exciting, sometimes I'm not. It depends how early I get up. I got up too early this morning to go do some blood work, and I went to the wrong place. That pissed me off because I didn't eat last night. So I was so freaking hungry today. So I may be a little grumpy. That's why I had just a little bit right now. So we're good. Don't get mad at me,
No worries.
everybody.
No worries.
Go here. Don't get mad at me, okay? All right. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to talk about the VAs, but like always, right now we're some of you may not be talking about it, but I'm watching. It's really slowing down for a lot of people right now. It's a strange time. And if you have inventory, you're selling it, and if you do sell, it's selling slow. And if you are selling it, buyers are coming back and asking you for a lot of stuff of repairs. And I'm able to manage it. So if you are experiencing that, let me know because it's a subject we should address. So I'm telling you right now because I got so many askers going at any given time. So when you do have a win that's real estate related, it's good for others to hear. Like there's certain people, certain of you that I talk to, and you tell me all your wins, and I'm like, wow, you should share it with the community because some of you are may be experiencing some great wins, but there's better wins that you can get. Now instead of one listing, you can get five. And some of you that I've been talking to, you're crushing it. So good for you. So at any given time, you message Lily right now or share your wins, but they're open to everybody. At the same time, I tell you to invite someone, and you should, guys. Your karma, when you help others, we're helping each other in this community. I'm helping you guys get to give you more information, showing you what I do here on the inside, right? But at the same time, you should share it with someone else. When you do, I'm telling you that energy just comes back your way a lot of very, very powerful. All right. But right now, for me, what I show you when we're in this platform, when you ask me a question about buyers, I can't help you because I really don't deal with buyers. Last night, I had a conversation with the buyer. When you have listing inventory, buyers are going to come your way. One of my properties that we sold and we double ended it was my wife's, right? They've been struggling and it's been dragging. We're going on 3 weeks on the deal. And that is over, and they're asking me for three more, and I'd really like to help, but at this point, I'm going to say no. But Patty got another buyer for the property that I just talked to last night, and I told him what to offer. So, point being is, that's the only time I represented a buyer. I actually got on the line. So, I can help you on how to close if it's your own listing, right? How you can put it together if you need some of my help. So, here we teach you how to list, how to flip and fix. And if you get a deal, we can work it together. All right. And how to wholesale properties. But see the bottom one there in the blue? Buyers. You will get your own buyers, but you're going to get at one point where you don't want to deal with them anymore. That's me. So I just hand them off to my wife or whatever team member I have. Okay. So this community, myself, I'll be teaching you listings. Okay. And these are the subjects. It's the same subjects every single week. Okay. But they vary. Our world keeps changing. So even though I show you how to find motivated sellers, the Google ads, this is the same classes we have and they rotate. But every single class almost changes because this goes in like by the time we get to the same subject again, it's a month. By the way, the recordings are always there in the box so you can see them. So what I'm trying to tell you is today, what I'm going to cover with my conversation that I have with my leads when I talk to them, you're going to see what I was doing 30 days ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, I'm doing differently now. So all of you that are here with me, when you stick with me, it changes and it changes and it changes. So in this community, we have agents from all over the country. We have agents that are within, different brands. It's not one brand. We're a community here. We're like the United States, everybody. We're not one country. We're not one people. We're all realtors from different offices. Okay. So I'm here to help you. Here's what we're going to cover. Okay. Today, it's going to be the process on what I do. I'm going to explain the process first, and then we're going to do a role play. And we're going to do two processes. One process is going to be when we cold call. The other process is going to be when we follow up. And what is the script? And what is the message that we leave when we do this? Okay. So we're going to cover, and I'm going to try to be as how can I put it? Give you as much information I can in the short little time that we have. Okay. So we're going to show you, you can do it with the VA or you could do this on your own. Okay. And I covered, it doesn't matter if you have an accent. All my VAs have accents. Okay. One of them doesn't, I think. But here is my point. No matter who it is, whether you're making the call or one of your affiliates, and I'm going to tell you, you should get your affiliates. If you got a title rep, an escrow officer, not an escrow officer, they can't, but a title rep or someone in your team, have them help you make calls for you. Give them 10, 15 calls. If you can't get a hold of somebody, give them the calls if you trust them, right? And have them make calls for you. So if they connect with them, say, you know what? Maria Jane has been looking for you, and have them send over the lead to you. Okay. So right now, number two, the priority is to make sure you consistently reach out to them. So even though you make the call yourself, or your VA makes your call, or your affiliate makes the call, it doesn't matter if they don't answer. Leave a message that's going to get what's it called? A call coming back to you. Okay. And when you find them, the goal is to find out what is their motivation. And another norm, you know what their motivation is. Okay. So these are some of the things that we're covering before we go straight into what we do. I just want to let you all know because you're going to ask, Angel, what dollar do you use when you cold call? I'm going to tell you right now, we use Enzo. We used to use Ready Mode. We used call tools. We use all kinds of stuff, but we keep adapting with what we're doing. So because I was using VAs, and so for whatever reason, we would make 14 calls. If we make 100 calls, about 50% of the calls went through. On Ready Mode, if I remember, if we make 100 calls, only 5 calls would go through. If we would use the other one, call tools, less would go through. So whatever's happening, the system cracks down on them, and it makes their systems work less and less and less. Or the company is losing money, so whatever it is that they use to make the phone to go through is not working as well. So at the moment, we've now adapted and we're using a dialer called Enzo, which we're able to do about 14 calls in one shot, right? And it's like all the other ones. If somebody picks up the call and another person picks up the call, it does what it does, but you're only going to keep the one that you're talking to. My VAs on the average in a workday, they're making about 400 dials to be realistic. Okay. And Jen confirmed it is about $400 that we do in a day, isn't it, Jen?
Yes. 14 people that you talk to in a day.
Okay.
14 connects.
14 connect. Perfect. All right. When the lead answers and shows interest, right? Then the VA does this next. They pretend They pretend to transfer the call to me. Okay. They don't do it. They put it on hold. Then they pretend to look for me because I'm in the next room, even though in the Philippines, right? But the call at that moment is to check to basically to set an appointment. Okay. And then they'll get back on the line. They'll tell them that I'm on the phone right now, and they'll proceed to book a live listing appointment for me. Okay. That is the goal. Okay. And what I'm going to tell you is all of you should really block the time, okay, and pick a day that you're going to call. For example, the VAs for me call every single day. Okay. Myself, I block a certain block to follow up on my calls. I don't make cold calls. I just follow up on my calls. But for you as a realtor, you need to do everything till you get to the point where you create a team. Okay. Here's what happens. If for whatever reason, remember, I'm explaining the process, then we're going to get into the role play. If for whatever reason the lead does not answer, okay, or they're not ready, I said it wrong, they're not ready, you know, the VA does their best, but they're telling you they're not ready. And the VA will say, not a problem, because we got them on the line and we're trying to book that appointment. So what the VA will say is, I'll call back in 10 minutes. I'm calling back in 10 minutes. But the reality in this case, it would be either your affiliate, your team member, whoever you have, or yourself. Okay. I strongly encourage to be yourself. Mine, I built it so much that Lily and Carolina make those calls for me. The VA at that point will text me directly and give me the notes and send me the recording for yourself. If you make the call and you get on the next dial and you can't remember what it was, you're able to listen to your recording. Okay. This is if the lead is not ready. If the lead is not ready. Okay. Get that. Not ready. Now let's go to the next one. We do get the lead and the lead is ready. Okay. They want to book the appointment. Well, they did it. They set up a time for me. And what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll listen to the recording. Lily, you listen to a lot of recordings. How do you determine if somebody's real?
You can tell by like the urgency in their voice. So, I mean, personally, if you're speaking with someone on the phone, you know that they want to sell if they have like a big reason, and it's sad, but I mean, it's the usual. I need to upsize, downsize. I'm moving out of state. California is too expensive. I lost a family member. My grandma died. My mom died. They left me the property. I already have a property. I don't want to deal with it. So those are the usuals.
Like yesterday, we had two listing appointments and they got booked last week, VA transfers, right? Lily talks to one in Pico Rivera, but on this one, for whatever reason, we didn't send our confirmation. And see the bottom? Once the appointment's scheduled, send a confirmation. Well, we had so many appointments, we forgot on this one. Somehow we bypassed it. But I called them, I talked to them, and now we rescheduled it for next week. But I was able to listen to the conversation. They want to sell. They really want to sell. The next one was in the city of Bellflower. Okay. I didn't want to go. So I called Carolina and I go, Carolina, we have an appointment. We listened to the recording. We read the notes. This one already had a text confirmation for the appointment and we went. This how we got this one was a Google ad and they wanted a cash sale. So obviously everybody knows when we use the net sheet, we explained to them that doing a cash sale was going to be beneficial to them. But the point is, we got the appointment. That's what it's all about. But I'm kind of telling you where it came from. All right. Now that we've gotten this appointment and we scheduled, Carolina went to it. Okay. Remember, VA, we ran an ad. The VA followed up on one of these. They cold called, whatever you want to call it. Okay. We sent a text to confirm the appointment. Now that we've done the appointment for this particular one, Carolina was there. I did a Zoom on my end. So Carolina was live there. I did the Zoom from my where I'm at right now. Well, I did the listing presentation. They're going to list the house. We couldn't get her to list on the spot. She says she's talked to two other agents, but she has decided she's not going to go with the cash offer. During the presentation, and I'm telling this because you got to type the notes in your CRM. When you're done, you need to put all these notes into the CRM. So in there, I put in there that we went to the appointment and she's going to talk to her son. She wants to move to, I think it was Phoenix, right? And we ran all her numbers with the net sheet, everything we always show you. That's a different class, and the notes are in. So now the follow-up process starts. Okay, what's going to happen is now the VAs will see the notes and follow up and say, "Hi, Mary, are you ready?" Hi, or it'll be Carolini following up and saying, "Hi, Mary. We were at your house last week, and we follow up." Just turn into a long term. It doesn't matter. All the notes are in the CRM. All right. So now that we've gotten that, we got a lead. Okay. Now we're gonna role play. All right. Let me see you guys. I'll see you guys with a wait. You guys ready to hear us do the role play? Let me hear you guys in the chat. Say ready.
Yes.
Come on. I
Yes.
got to make sure I got the
Ready.
audience here.
Ready.
We're ready. We're ready.
I'm
Ready.
good to
Ready,
go,
ready,
sir. Let's
ready.
go. I'm ready.
All right. Lucky, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. So, Lucky, we're going to make a role play like what we normally do, right? And obviously, we don't have the phone system, so you can't transfer. When we're doing an Enzo call right now, that's the only downfall with the system. We can't transfer. So, I'm going to be the client, right? And you're going to go ahead and get it. Then, what we're going to do is when we're going to do a callback. Okay, Larry, are you there? Do I have Larry present today?
Which one?
No, because Larry's usually the first one. Larry Hughes. He's always right on the top. Larry didn't show up this morning because I had a personal class with him yesterday, so I already set up Larry. Okay, who was on there too? Yola, Olga, are you there, Olga?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Yay,
Olga,
Olga.
do you want to be the victim? Do you want to be the receiver of the call?
Yes, I don't mind. I'm ready.
All right, Olga. Olga's the one that keeps listing properties and getting appointments. I told Olga, man, Olga, I got to be in your area, because hers and Rudy's are the ones that just receives leads after leads.
I
All
don't
right.
think people know about her triple deal. She should share.
Yes, I actually called on a property. They didn't answer. They didn't answer. So I was going to be in the area. I dropped off the letter. The son called me and said his dad had just passed away and they had a few properties to sell. And the one that the dad was living in and he passed away, they weren't ready because I was left to him and two siblings, but he had control of another one that was just him and his dad. So he didn't want it in the MLS. I had door knocked that area where he happened to have the second property he wanted to sell, talked to the neighbor. The neighbor said, I want to buy it. He's like in the music industry. I want to extend it. I want to put my parents there. So I went back to him. I said, hey, you don't want it in the MLS? I have a cash buyer. And he's like, really? And I said, yeah, your neighbor. He's like, really, my neighbors? But he's never lived in that property. It was a rental. So we ended up listing it for he wanted 2.4, but the house needed so much work. So we ended up settling for 2.350. 2.350 went into escrow. I double ended it. Then he ended up buying a condo in Century City for 1.2 cash. And that house that his dad lives on, they're finishing up the little dispute the brothers and sisters have. Spoke to him last week, and we're going to get ready to list it within the next 2 weeks.
Yay, Olga. That was like 4 deals in one.
Damn, Olga.
That was lucky. It doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen to you if you door knock and you pick up the phone and you're a go-getter.
Lucky, let's go.
All right, let's get started.
Ready? Ring, ring. Hello?
Ready. Hi,
Hello?
Angel.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Lucky with Cash Investors, giving you a quick call about your property at 123 Main Street. Would you consider selling your property for top dollar?
No, I'm dying here, man.
What if somebody offered you like a lot of money for it?
Hold on, man. How did you get my number?
Yeah, we got your information on the public records and the online database of the county. And we're just reaching out because we just purchased a property in your area on Main Street. I just want to know if we can
Well,
present you.
hold on. You
Mhm.
do realize I'm on the on the do not call list.
Oh, I understand you're in a do not call us. No worries, we can remove you after this call. But if we can present you an above market offer for the property, would you consider selling your property?
You know, did you get my number from somewhere that someone told you I was going to sell my house?
No, just reaching out with property owners in the area.
Well, let me ask you this. If you did give me a cash offer, you're probably lying to me. What would you offer me?
Oh, for your property?
Yes.
I gotcha, I gotcha. Do you already have like a number in mind that you want to get for the property here?
No, my friend, you called me, so I want to see what you're going to offer me.
I got you, I got you. Just wanted to see if you already have like a number in mind. I'm currently checking Zillow and it's valued at 800 grand. Is this something that you're looking to get?
I don't think those numbers are accurate. I also saw Redfin, and for whatever reason, Redfin showed about 865. But if you really have a cash offer and you can give me $900,000, I consider it.
I got you, I got you. For 900 grand, you would consider selling your property. I just want to know if you did sell your property for top dollar, where would you go?
Well, I don't think it's none of your business, but I'll tell you, I inherited my mom's house down the street. So I'm gonna move into that house and sell mine.
I got you, I got you. You're planning to move into your mom's house and plan to sell your house, right?
Yes.
I gotcha, I gotcha. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I hope you're doing okay.
That's okay. She was a bitch. Didn't like her anyways, but at least she left me this.
That's a good thing to hear. Now, if we can present you 900 grand in the next 7 to 10 days, would that pose a problem for you?
If you can get me 900 grand, the house is vacant. We moved out. I'll take it right away.
I
But
got you. You're
you
planning.
haven't even seen the house. How are you gonna offer me that much money?
Oh, we can check the information on Zillow and Redfin. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same property here. This is the one with 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and 1,200 square feet.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Now, Angel, do you have like another property that you're looking to sell?
How do you know I have another property?
Oh, I'm just asking if you have like another property that you're planning to sell.
I have a small little 3,500 square foot commercial building on Whittier Boulevard that I'm also going to sell. But you don't buy commercial, do you?
Oh, we buy all types of property, even commercial. You
Okay.
mentioned it's a 3,500 square feet.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
No,
And what's the
3,800 square feet.
3,800? Gotcha, gotcha. And what's the address of the commercial property?
11027 First Avenue.
11027 First Avenue, right?
Yes. And that's one ST, not FIRST. It's
Yep,
like,
one ST. I
yeah.
got you. I got it, got it. Now, by any chance, do you know anyone who wants to sell their property?
No, I mean, well,
Okay,
we could talk about that later.
I got you, I got you. I just want to say that we also pay referrals. If you know someone, feel free to tell us later, okay? Oh, my partner Olga just walked past by. She can present you the offer and some ideas on how we can get your number, 900 grand for the property here. Let me call her over and so that she can take over the call and present you the information, okay?
Okay. Now, everybody,
Perfect. Just stay on.
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause here for a second, everybody. What happens now is that he's gonna type up the notes. In this case, if you're making the call, you are there. You might as well book and stay on the appointment and then book it. Okay, you might as well book it. Um, but what'll happen right now is he'll call Olga and tell her about it, and Olga has the opportunity of listening to the recording before she makes that call. And you heard the tone. You heard me talking. I'm motivated. I am going to sell this property. Okay, now call Olga, and then Olga's going to take the call.
Hi, Olga.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi, this is Lucky, one of the VAs. I got a seller here. His name is Angel. His property is on 123 Main Street. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and 1,200 square feet. He inherited the property and is planning to live on that property. So the one he's selling right now is his own property and it's currently vacant. And also he's looking to get 900 grand for the property here. His timeline is if we can present a cash offer as soon as possible. Also, he has another property, a commercial property on 11027 First Avenue. First is the number 1ST, and he's planning to sell this commercial property as well.
Okay, great. You could connect me
Oh,
to.
Actually,
perfect.
you're gonna dial me, Olga, because
Yeah,
he can't on this one. He can't
That's
transfer the call. So you're gonna call me, and your goal, Olga, we done before. Book the appointment. Book the
okay.
appointment. You heard the recording. I am selling this property, but you can ask me whatever you want. Hello,
Hi, Angel. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
This is Olga. My assistant, Lucky, took some information on a property you're very interested in selling. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the property and why you want to sell it.
Well, all I know is he offered me $900,000 cash. If you guys can give me 900, you haven't seen it. I'll take it. And he asked if I could move out quickly, and I said yes to him. But it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's got 1,400 square feet, and it's in pretty good condition.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Could you get, I see he gave me the address and I see the lot's 8,500 and I know that area very well. Will you be there today at the property so I could walk it? I have a client in mind that would pay cash and probably a little bit over 900,000 based on the lot size.
I won't be there today. I'm actually moving all the remaining stuff out, so I'm at my other house getting it ready. So, but I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, could I meet you there at 10 a.m.?
It's gonna have to be more like 1. I got a doctor's appointment.
Okay, then I can meet you at the property at 1 p.m. and we could talk about the cash offer. And I'm more than sure that I have a cash buyer based on the lot that wants to build an ADU, and this is a perfect fit for them.
Perfect. Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everybody. Remember, I am your cash buyer. Even if you do not have a cash buyer, and when you're there, you have to use the net sheet, the tool in tomorrow's class. Oh, it'll be a spin-off of this class, how to present that. So last night when I had my appointment and the lady wanted a cash offer, I showed her the difference between a cash offer and a retail offer. But at the same time, you all know even your retail offers through the program that we offer that you all have access to, we are presenting cash offers for a retail buyer. And that would be through New American and that would be through Homelight. Okay. But it's a conversation starter, everybody. Don't overthink it. The whole goal is to sit there and then present your value. All right. So now Olga will go to her appointment, and when she's done, she's either going to get the listing or she's going to put it into her notes into the CRM. What will happen now for Olga as time goes on, for all of you, either your affiliate, yourself, or one of your team members, whoever you have, is going to be reading the notes and calling and calling and calling. When they get a hold of that person, they're going to start a conversation and then determine if they're ready for an appointment or a live transfer to you. And that's what we're going to do next. Let me show you. Okay. So now that we've done this, okay, and we've talked to the lead, now here's the next process, okay? Um, what the lead does when they don't answer, let me cover that first. I forgot about that. Okay, they don't answer. If they don't answer, we leave a note. Okay, remember, we're following up now. Olga tried to call this person, and this person didn't answer the phone. Which, and VA called, and the team member, your affiliate, whoever you have, everybody's calling, and we're not finding them. Okay, but we have to leave a message. So right now, my next VA, she's going to leave a message, and I believe she's going to leave one of the messages that we've slightly modified because I was having a conversation with her. We get so many appointments, but we're getting less appointments. So I was having a conversation. I go, hey, did you notice that we're getting less appointments? So we made a decision to modify what we're leaving now for a message to increase that. And I talked to Carolina, and Carolina said the same thing. It seemed like we were slowing down on callbacks. Okay. And usually the callbacks come into either Carolina's phone or the office where Lily will pick up. Okay. So we're going to do 2 things right now. One is I'm going to leave a message, all right, for whoever it is that we're calling. Okay. Um, Let me see before I do that. No, let's do it. Rexella, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Rexella. So you're making a call, a follow-up. You read the notes, right? And right now, everybody, on our notes, we do attempt 1, attempt 2. We're on attempt 15, everybody. What that means is whoever you have as your VA, you should be able to look on and see how many attempts they made to try to get a hold of an individual. So in our case, we're now doing attempt 1. So it's attempt 15, right? And she read all these notes from this individual who was looking to sell their property. And now, right now, she's going to leave a message. Then we're going to do it again, but we're going to have a conversation. So for the moment, leave the message. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rexella.
Hi, Angel. Oh, leave the voicemail message.
Yeah, this one, you're going to leave the voicemail message.
Okay. Hi, Angel. This is Rick Sala calling from the office of Olga Colatin, the realtor. Just doing a follow up on your property in 123 Main Street, which you're looking to get for 900,000. And if you have time, you can give me a call back so we can discuss you the offer. My number is 310-936-1694. And yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon. Have a blessed day.
Now, I don't remember. Did I hear you? And I'll let you do it one more time because you're probably nervous because you got so many people on here. You're not used to that. You've told me that before. I want you to do it one more time so they can hear you one more time. And make sure
I
you
actually I actually did not leave the voicemail message that I usually leave because this is already a booked appointment. So that's what I'm leaving.
got it. Now
That's
do
the
one,
message.
then leave the one that you normally leave then so they can hear that one too.
Oh, okay. Hi, this is Rixala with Angel and Patty, the realtors, calling about your property in 123 Main Street to see if you're looking to sell it for top dollar. We offer a flat free commission program, which could save you thousands of dollars. We also offer $100 to meet with us so we can give you the accurate value per home and discuss with you the cash offer, no obligation or no cost to you. We also provide free handyman services, so please give me a call back. My number is 562-714-0967. And you can Google us, Angel and Patty Hernandez. Click Zillow, you will see great reviews. I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon. Have a blessed day.
Now, everybody, you're thinking flat fee. We're not discount brokers. The whole point is to have a conversation starter. I've realized that one of my agents, Andy, another one, I don't know if he's here today, that kid's just getting listing after listing after listing. He's doing everything I'm telling him to do. By the way, all the implementation members that I met with you personally, if you listen to me, because I spent an hour and a half with you, okay, if you listen to me, you will get the same results as Andy does. But if you don't listen to me, you continue doing the bad habits that you have, then your numbers will stay where they're at. Okay, so it's important that when I tell you I'm doing what I practice and Andy's doing what he's practiced, every time he comes back, each week he has a listing. So this is the message that she leaves. Okay, now we're going to do it one more time. And this one, let me see. This one, I want you to read this. When the lead does answer, the VA reads the notes. Okay, all the notes. That's why it's important for you to leave the notes on there. Once they connect with the lead, they go through the script and transfer the call to Lily or Carolina. In this case, you're doing the call, so you're going to book it to the best of your knowledge, wherever you can. Okay. But they don't know sometimes what my schedule is. So one of your team members, your VA or your affiliate makes the call for you. If you make your call yourself, you know what your schedule is like. But I tell them, my team, just book it. I don't care what time it is, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever it is, book it. And then once we book it, that time has been blocked. I'm going to work to try to reschedule that to whatever's convenient for me. And if I can't make it, then I'll be sending one of my team members in my place. Okay. So now the next call here, the next conversation is going to be Rexella, if you're ready, it's going to be you're now going to have a conversation with me. You know the notes,
Mhm.
and let's get started. You ready, Rexella? You're following up with the same lead
We-
that Olga spoke to, but we weren't able to get a hold of them.
Yes. Hi,
Go.
Angel.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, this is Rixala calling from the office of Olga Colatin, the realtor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good to know that. And I'm glad you answered your phone because I'm doing a follow-up about your property in 123 Main Street. I can see here that you're looking to sell it for 900,000 cash, right?
Yes.
You know what? Olga has been trying to get a hold of you so she can discuss you the cash offer, but for some reason she was not able to reach you. Are you ready for an appointment today?
Yeah, I am. The problem was, I remember I was supposed to talk to someone. I can't remember who that was. I guess that's
Hmm.
what it was. My son took off with my car and he crashed it, and I've been dealing with that situation right now. So
Sorry to hear
I
that.
am going to sell it. I am going to sell it.
Hmm.
Um, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm a little angry right now. You were saying, go ahead.
Oh no, I was trying to say sorry about what happened to your son. But anyway, I just would like to do some recap here. The property is in 123 Main Street. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's in good condition. You're looking to get 900 cash, and you can sell it as soon as possible if you can give you that amount, correct?
Yes.
And based also on the notation, it's currently vacant because you already moved to your mom's house.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And there's also a 3,800 square feet commercial property in First Ave that you're looking to sell.
Wow, you guys remember all this? Yeah.
Yeah, because we put everything here in our notes because we're interested. Since you have time right now, let me go ahead and connect you to Olga so she can discuss you the offer. So stay on the line, okay?
Oh, okay.
Hi, Olga. Hi, Olga.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't letting me unmute. I don't know what I did.
That's okay. This is Eric Sala here. This is I have Angel here on the other line. He's the guy who's selling his property in 123 Main Street for 900,000. So you were supposed to meet him 10 a.m. last week, but it wasn't pushed through, and he's available right now. He's still looking to get 900,000 cash. He has the property is currently vacant. He's moved to his mom's house, and there's also a commercial property that he's looking to sell in First Ave.
Sounds great.
So let me connect it to him right now. So, hey, Angel,
Yes.
I have Olga here on the other line, and she will discuss the offer.
Perfect. Okay. And everybody, at this point, this transfer, the reason we need sometimes the clients are not there. I'm going to tell you right now, it varies. Okay. But many times they had intentions of taking your call, but something happens and they get delayed and you think they're ghosting you, but it's your follow-up and it's the message you're going to leave to get that call back. And that's how I get a lot of them. I really think they're ghosting me, but things happen. The people are busy, their kids get sick, their kids get into an accident, someone gets blah, 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 blah. It varies. So your follow-up and a good message is good. Some agents will call, they don't answer, they hang up. They'll call, they don't answer, they hang up. I start to see those numbers and I block it because I'm thinking, why, who's calling me and hanging up? So it would be important that you call and you leave a message. Okay. Now, I don't need to go into that role play with Olga because it's the same conversation. All I want her to do is to book that appointment. Now, many agents will sit there and kill their own deal and start asking so many questions because some of the gurus tell you to qualify the client before you go out there. And I would agree with that if you have a ton of listening appointments. But if you only have one listening appointment a month, you can go because you need to practice on a real person, right? But one more time, you have a guru has told you only qualify and only go if it's a good listing appointment. Well, I don't know a lot of agents that go on a lot of listing appointments. So if you're only doing 3 listing appointments a year, you better go. Because it's better that you practice on a real human being, followed by they get to know who you are. Okay, once they get to know who you are, they will like you or they won't like you. It's a 50-50 chance, everybody. But I encourage you to go to that listing appointment and present and get to know them. And you'll probably end up finding out that they have something else they need to sell because you weren't able to get that over the phone because they didn't trust you. So when you meet with them and you run the numbers utilizing tomorrow's class tool, right, that's when you'll gain trust with the individual. Let me go back. Real estate is not exciting, guys. But, since we're here and we're doing this, we got to do what we got to do to learn what we do. All right. So let me show you this real quick here.
I think it's exciting.
Well, I say it's not exciting. I love it. But I say it's not exciting because I'm playing with their minds, Lily, to say, no, 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 I love real estate because you're all in it, right? Maybe I should use the reverse and say, real estate is so fucking exciting. You can make a lot of money and buy all the toys that you really want, right? Or I'll leave that up to you guys to decide how fun this is for you. Okay, so now after the appointment is completed, okay, after the appointment is booked, remember, I kind of skipped it. I went to the role play, but right after the appointment is booked, this part is very important. Number one, with the little green check mark. Lily or Carolina will send a group text that includes the lead and myself. And remember, the one that I had yesterday in Pico Rivera, we didn't do it, but that's okay. We no matter how many times we mess up, the client doesn't know we messed up. They have no clue, but we picked it up and we rescheduled and we're working with the client once again. Number two, the text that we send out the text includes key points about the detail. We'll probably say something, hi, Mary, we're confirmed for this Monday. I think it was the 14th at 9 a.m. to cover your costs and what it would do to go to Phoenix, blah, blah, blah. It's up to Lily what she puts in there. Number three, all the notes from the conversation are logged into the CRM, although there's a recording. Because sometimes you're calling the lead, you're on the phone with the lead, and you can't hear the recording. So you got to read the notes. So those notes are very important. And if there's a team of you, you need to have good notes. And if there's only one of you, then you're still okay because you're able to see the notes on everything. All right. Now, here's what I did, everybody. And I'm always trying to figure out how to simplify this because many of you, I give you the freaking CRM, you don't use it. I give you the high level stuff to call, to update all your leads, you don't use it. I give you the net sheet to utilize out there in the battlefield, you don't use it. So it's like a police officer walking out of his house without his badge, without his gun, without his uniform. You are realtors, so you wear a uniform, and that uniform is your real estate face outfit, the net sheet, which is part of your equipment that you need to take out there, and then the knowledge that I'm giving you to go out there, and then all the other equipment that you get from other suppliers. Okay. But as I give you all the tools to simplify it for you, I still don't see you guys picking up the phone and you're so freaking afraid. So what I had done previously is I set up a dialing system for you. I take that back. I did this for you to experiment in 1 month. Okay. Here's what I did. So I told Lily, look, man, I can't force these guys. So I figured I would do this if this helps you. If not, duplicate it for yourself on your own time. But here's a formula. Okay. You call your leads in the morning, meaning the ones that are already in your system. Put them in a dialer because it dials really fast. Okay. You call them again in the evening at 5 p.m. I would do this once a week, and if you can, 2 or 3. All right. In between, because if you don't have a lot of business, then you might as well buy some data and cold call it or call it from the data company. Get it from a title company, but you call in between. So here's what happens. In the morning, 9 a.m., you should be calling. You should be calling again in the evening, all your leads. I'm going to do Fridays. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are good. I always suggest. Thursdays is still great. Friday's good, but I just seem to catch less people. All right. I, in the day, would do 500 dials. And I'm not telling you what to use, but Anzo, I think, costs me $180, right? Or you can use any tool as long as you're making calls, but you're prospecting, okay? And when you do, what I'm telling you here is I will do it for you for one day a week. I put it up here for 30 days to show you how to do this. I'll teach you. I'll role play with you. And what happens is you'll get at least 5 live transfers that's going to pay off. And you're going to get a check like Olga and some of you for $10, $15, $20,000, and you won't invite me to dinner. I'm cool with that. But what I'm trying to do is when you come across that beautiful listing opportunity that you and I can work together, that's where I profit. By the way, thank you. A lot of you sent me deals yesterday. Okay. I appreciate that. And you know who you are. What I mean is I'll show you where you send the deals when you find one. Okay. And then, of course, I do a live class with a few of you and I role play with you. And I'm on with my VAs so you can hear me going back and forth so you can learn the process that I'm doing that's getting me so many appointments. All right. And here's what I tell everybody. If you need more help, this is always available to you guys. I sent them to you guys. Tell a friend because The more people I get to work with, it's a win-win. I help them, they help me, we find deals. And the implementation is how I'm getting there faster. I think the guys that are sending me my deals are the implementation members. Okay. And again, this is what we cover every single week. So, if you guys can't make it to the class, you go to the portal and you listen to the recording. If you like this class, you guys go to the portal and listen to the recording again. But today, what we covered was the phone prospecting and the follow-up system. And I hope this was very helpful because I know a lot of you do have VAs. So I hope this was a what should I call it? I hope this was good so you can utilize it with your VAs or adapt as we're adapting with ours. Okay. And as many already know, school is available for all of you and your friends. If you have friends, if you guys are members and you have friends that want to know what we do, invite them to school. Okay. Invite them to school. And you know more about school than I do, Lily. Can you explain it to them?
Yes, I love school. So on school, that's where you will find all of our recorded classes, which are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you guys can go back and watch them at any time. You can also search it by keywords or subject lines. So that's why subject lines are very important. So whatever we cover and you need to rewatch, you just search it and then you can pull up the class. We also have 8 social media posts on there that you guys can download and post them yourselves. They're just genetic real estate videos that everybody can post. And we also include the write-ups for you. You can also access your calendar where it'll show you what days we have classes. And when you click on it, it gives you the link and the passcodes to join. What else am I missing? Everybody posts his wins, questions, we collaborate, we give each other Google reviews. It's amazing. So that's what being a part of the listing agent community is here. So if you are part of the listing agent community and you are a member, that's the school access that you guys get.
And see, like I tell you guys all the time, if you want to know how Angel markets, marketing, type it
Wait,
right
we're
in
not,
there.
we can't see your screen. Are you sharing?
I thought I was. Here. I want everybody to go get a listing today. Let's see.
Like Andy, man, Andy, how did he get that listing in Anaheim? He got a listing in Anaheim probably from Google ad. And so he got it and then he door knocks. He's really good at door knocking. So he door knocks and then he sends out the mailing and the postcards and all of that. So then he picked up another and then he just keeps getting appointments in Anaheim and he's so stressed out because he wants to conquer Whittier. He's like, I live in Whittier. I want to conquer Whittier. And I was like, you know what, Andy? I don't know if you guys know Spanish. I say, el destino te quiso allí. Like, God wanted you in Anaheim because there isn't a realtor in Anaheim dominating, and Whittier's already taken. So just get what you can get.
So here, so I'm in the portal. So you want to know how I do my marketing? It's there. If you want to know how I do my agenda, it's there. If you want to know how, oops, I spelled it wrong. Agenda. If you want to know how to do a map, a open house, you put it there, open house. Everything I do, guys, works. And if I change it, I change it so you can all see it. All
And my
right.
favorite, REF.
What?
I'm spelling it for you. Put REFFE referrals. Did I do
Oh,
that?
the companies you sign
No,
up with.
we messed that up too. Ah,
How do you spell it?
REFE, no, one F,
ERR.
ERR.
Out. There you
See,
go.
I make so much money. I got to have people help me spell. And I don't care. Anyways, it's all there for you guys. All right. Um, Now I'll open it up. You guys want to role play with me? You guys have any questions? Let me see what I looked on the chat. I love the calendar in school. If you could send the link for the meeting for my email, would greatly appreciate it. That's Molly. All right, let's see. Up school. Good morning. I'm not getting the emails for the Zoom meeting. I'll let you do that.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna put great Olga. All right. I hope this was really helpful, guys. All right. The goal here is to try to tell you guys that the follow-up, if you didn't realize, even though what we did right now, we cold call, but truly, this was a follow-up class. Okay. What you're supposed to be doing to follow up with the client, and this is what I do. It's just that I'm at a point right now that even for myself, I don't really follow up a lot. I'm letting my entire team follow up. I'm realizing I'm working less and less and less. I'm getting involved more with Kevin on the flip side. but still listing like crazy. Okay. But I realize I'm also now sharing my listing appointments because I'm getting so good at doing Zoom listing appointments, which is something that I can show you guys. Meaning, well, I sat here in my office yesterday, my home office. I did a listing appointment in what's it called? In Bellflower. And then I think it was last week when I told you all, I did one in Apple Valley. I did a listing appointment in Apple Valley from my home while my team member went out there to Apple Valley, and we're working on it, and we'll see if we're going to sell that property. Okay, but um, right now, I know Carolyn, I know you have VAs and you deal with them, right? Do you still have VAs? First call, Carolyn. Can't find the button.
Here I am. Sorry.
No.
I was using a VA, but here's the thing. The follow-up, you have to be on point with your follow-up. So if you're going to pay for a VA, you better be on point with your follow-up. So I have so many leads in the 4 months that I used the VA, and now I said, you know what? Pause for a second. Let me go through and call all those leads and either wash them out or not, and then do it again, because I don't have the bandwidth to keep doing all the follow-up if it's just me.
Okay, I think I know what the problem is there, and I'm gonna share this with you. So we have to stop our VAs. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
As my new base come in, they have a conversation with someone, and this is good, thank you. And this may not apply to you, but it's going to apply to a lot of you. You get a VA, the VA makes a cold call, they get a lead, which they're talking to someone, and they drop a word, and the client says, "Yeah, I'm thinking about it." If you can't listen to the recording, right? That'll determine if it's real or not. But if they pile up, now you got 60 recordings to hear, and you can't do that. So what I do with the VAs, now I role play and I read the notes and I tell the VA, this is not real. And here's what you're doing to me. And I got my VAs, I'm repeating what I already told them. You're making me work now for you. You're bringing me what are, I'm going to call it the moment, BS leads. They're not real, but you want to keep your job and you're giving me leads that are not valid, and I'm drowning. I can't do this. Your job is that if you get someone that's hot, I want you to live transfer that to me on the spot. I don't want to do a follow-up. And if I'm hearing you, Caroline, because that's what I talk to a lot of people, they're caught up in getting leads. And that includes my son, Connor. My son, Connor, had a VA, and Jin is managing them, but he's trying to take it on himself because he doesn't trust the VA to do the determination of a transfer. So when they transfer the call to me and I'm talking to the guy and he goes, well, I just said, yeah, because he offered me $100. Well, you don't have no rush? No, he just offered me $100. He offered me a lot of money, whatever the conversation starter was. And that's what I'm realizing. And that's what I saw with a lot of agents, which includes me. My Carolina was getting very, very, very. And now he turned it around 5 months ago. We're not buried anymore. Now we're consistent, and all our VA appointments are now on point. And that's why I came up. You know what, Lily? I see everybody suffering. Let's create something now. And you guys don't have to pay for nothing, just that block. They call one day your current leads, because everybody's falling behind on their current leads. And the best time to call is the morning and the evening. And then in between, cold call, right? Because the people that are retired, they're at home. They're at home. And if it's a good one, no, 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 no. They're not going to set up an appointment for me to call back. They're going to set up a live appointment, or they're going to do a transfer to me. Okay. And if you're not available, then Caroline, you got to get someone on your team to take the call for you. Right.
Right.
But at one point, and I could be wrong, but regardless, this might apply to you, Carolyn. But I want to tell everybody, because I took advantage of the situation, because I'm sure others are going to hire someone, and that someone is just going to make BS calls. And by the way, everybody, Jen, we manage our VAs, right? Sometimes you have a VA. We had one, and unfortunately, she had a child, right? And we had two. They had childs, right? And they work on different hours as we do, and we're watching them, and they're on downtime, but they're reporting that they're making calls. They weren't making calls. So one quit on her own. We got the second one, and I noticed she wasn't showing up. So unfortunately, I mean, we all have to have kids, but economically, it affects me. It affects the business. So Jen's job is to manage and to make sure they're making the calls, because I don't have time to sit there And the VAs that I have right now, they're amazing. They're amazing. Actually, one of them I inherited. They were my son Connor's, and I took them on. So, and that's where we're at right now. So, you making that, thank you for sharing, Caroline. I was not beating you up, okay? I was not beating you up. All right. But I just wanted to share because I thought
Who
that would
said
be
that?
But
Oh yeah, no.
uh,
So you're able to see
Oh,
your
yeah.
if
Yeah, that's the thing.
your
You
VAs are
gotta make
making the
sure the
call.
VAs are trained into
one more time.
You can check. You can see if your VAs are making the calls. How do you know if they're making the calls besides the recordings?
Yeah, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, so if it's through Enzo, there is a way we could measure the talk time, the waiting time, the time that was spent on the disposition, the time that they're in idle. So it should sum up in 8 hours in a day. If not, then we start asking them. So it's plain black and white if it's through the dialer. If it's go high level, there's no other way for us to do that, but just to check the timestamps, of each interval of the call. It's kind of tedious, but that's the best way for us to make sure that nobody is, doing something else. So we could track the number of calls that they make, but at the same time, I do make sure that the interval for each call shouldn't go beyond 5 minutes, unless there is a lead coming in or if there's a meeting. So we have a group where they always provide me timestamps. Say at 12 o'clock, they would just let me know what they did. They took break, they went on lunch, they were refining a note for a certain lead. So that's pretty much it. 5 minutes because they're gonna double tap, meaning they will call it from our VoIP system and go high level, and then they will leave a voicemail. And then the next call should come in within the next 5 minutes. So that's how we do it. And that way we make sure that nothing is missed out. Also, what I do for Angel as well is I listen to calls. Matter of fact, every day I listen to at least I'd say 16 random calls in different timestamps. It would be nice to listen to those that convert, but I'd be more interested to listen to those leads that didn't convert. Those short calls, what they would sound like. That's what I do as well, for Angel. In that way, we make sure that we're always on top of the agent. I wouldn't call it as a micromanage because I'm doing something else as well while I'm working. But at the end of the day, if you want to have a VA, you've got to make sure that you track them. If you can't do it, then you got to hire someone else to track those VAs, those cold callers for you.
Now I'm going to add for everybody. Okay. You can do this on your own, or you can do it with a VA, or you can do it with the affiliate. I don't know if you've heard him use the word void. Okay. So here's how it works. So right now we use Enzo. Enzo is to cold call, cold call, cold call, cold call. We don't use it as a CRM. Leads are captured. They get moved over to our CRM. My team makes calls from the CRM. It records it. Okay. And sometimes those numbers have to be changed every week because then you become spam on your high level. Okay, something to keep up with, depending how much you use it. So you can still call from your cell phone, but your VA, where they're another part of the country, all they can use is the high level. So they took it a step further. I got a system, it's a phone system, but it's a new one's called VoIP. It's based off computer. So you can probably get that for minimal dollars, but now it doesn't matter what part of the country my VA is. They're making calls through my computer, which is called VoIP, which is like a landline to be more clear. All right. So we're not missing it. If the VAs can't call on they're calling on high level and they're not answering. Well, you call from your high level and your cell phone. The VA now has the option. If they're not answering on high level, they call on the VoIP, the landline in the Philippines. Okay. And that's how we're catching more and more and more and more leads. Okay. So that's a more detailed class that I show my implementation members and the people that are on the system. I'm trying to teach you. I can't teach all of you because then you call me and I get bogged down. It's easier when I have you down and I'm showing you guys how to do what I just showed you, which is this. So it's experimental, right? But at least I show you how to set up your system for the future. And now you know what you got to do, which is this one here. Okay. Can you see on my screen, Lily?
Yes.
Jen, that's why I did it. If you can do it on your own, but here is how we do it. Okay. I get more than 5 live transfers because I actually have, I think, 3 VAs making calls for me and then sending me over live transfers. Okay. Because it works for me. All right. It works for me. On top of that, they're live human beings leaving messages. Now we have AI. Our 1015 class, that's what we're going to cover. AI. We're going into because now we're going to add AI into this. And that'll be Mark giving that class. So I'm barely entering that phase. We used AI previously. They have to opt in. So we're going to get more in trouble with AI. But now my current database of those that have raised their hand and they're already in there, I could use AI on those. And, so I'm limited. But I might as well start getting used to it. I might as well learn because I don't want to be left behind. So that'll be our 1015 class. All right. All right, my friends. Anybody have any more questions? I started off with 58 of you. Now I got 51. So I guess this must have been a very interesting conversation. I thought it was going to be so boring. I thought I was going to lose half the class, at least halfway. But I still got 51 of you. So I win, Lily. I win, Lily.
Angel,
Yes, sir.
I heard you talking about the one-on-one with some of the members. How does that happen? How do we make that happen?
Reggie, I texted you with
Oh,
availabilities and you never texted me back. But I just sent you a text right now with two slots. So text me
okay.
back. Did you get
All
the
right.
text?
Thank you, Lily.
Yeah,
I'll check right now. Thank you.
Okay,
Reggie
and then I
actually
just
give
want
you
to cover
what?
really quick. So this is for our implementation members who are renewing their implementation for this new year, which we already did. So the ones who are renewing are scheduling the one-on-one with Angel.
I took one already, Reggie, so you got one left.
And what I'm doing, Reggie, look, I looked at Larry's business, right? Larry's one of them. Larry's not here. I beat the poo-poo out of that guy. He's heard me talk over and over, and I went specifically in and I looked at his entire business and I go, what the hell? I've been telling you what to do. He goes, I tell you so much, guys, and I don't, you hear me, you think you understood. But when I look at your stuff, it's like, what the hell are you doing? And some of you, I even told you how to design your signs, and you think you got the right sign. And I'm looking at your sign, I'm going, dude. He goes, okay, I'll wait till they get stolen. I'll get new ones. You can't do that, everybody. This is your business. I can't get on an airplane and find the airplane and get, oh shit, I forgot to fuel up. And I'm up in the air. Yeah, I'll fuel up at the next gas station. No. If you run out of fuel, you're going to die in that airplane. This is your business, guys. So what I've done now is I'm looking at everybody's businesses that when you're new, and I look at from everything you're running, and then I show you where your holes are and what I would do to fix it. Not telling you what to do, but if that was my business, I tell you how to fix it. So Reggie, I don't see you no more by the pool, but you're supposed to give Lily a time so I can meet with you and then go over yours. All right. All right, folks.
I did. Thank you.
All right,
I did.
you got it, man. It's 10:05. Let's go get some nasty. I'll see you guys
I'll
at
see you guys
10:15.
right now at 10:15. Go grab a
Yeah,
snack.
I turned red when I yelled. Jesus Christ. All right, everybody. I'll see you right now.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye, Lily.
Bye.